Alright, I'm going to play some arcade games today. I'm going to try out Mappy in a little bit. But right now, I want to get a good round of Miss Pac-Man in while people get into the room. And then we'll play a couple other things. This probably won't be like the longest stream in the world, but I just want to play a couple games and then we'll... That'll be that. Hang out with you guys for a little bit. So I got this new arcade stick that's like a 4-way stick, so I've been like into doing this. See, Pac-Man's a game that in between rounds I should be able to like look over and at least grab one comment. Maybe. We'll see. Mario's that game with the perfect stream length because it's got that you go into the flagpoles. And it gives me just enough time to read a comment or two. Stream friendly Mario is. It really is. Alright, so yeah, now I can do one. This isn't Mappy. I just said, see, if you would have got here earlier, you would have heard what I said, is that I said I'm going to play a round or two of Miss Pac-Man first while people get into the room, and then we're going to play Mappy. But the thing is that you got here too slow to hear my introduction. So next time, speed it up a little bit. Make it snappy, alright? Because this is real important stuff here. I want you to see every dot that I eat on the screen. Don't miss anything. Let's see what he said to that. He said, "Yes, Daddy Mike." That's what he said. Anything you want, Daddy. He didn't say that. But you see, that's why streaming's fun. He said, "Mike, you're so awesome. I love you and watch all your streams every day. You are the king and my god. Mike, you are my god." That's what he said in the chat. I got your Mappy right here. Hey. Ooh, that was close. There we go. Is Pac-Man really this fast? This is the sped up version, which a lot of arcades use. The speed hack. I've always kind of preferred the speed hack because I find original Miss Pac-Man to be a little slow. I'll still do like regular speed Miss Pac-Man, like it's fine, but it's kind of when you start playing this, it's sort of hard to go back to that a little bit. It's like going from Blu-ray to VHS. Then the VHS people are going to come in here and I actually prefer VHS. So it's like VHS is like a vinyl, right? To some people, it's like a vinyl record. I think there's a better argument for vinyl to sound really good than that VHS really. Because you go to a movie theater and movies are in like 35 millimeter. So it's like that's kind of what you want, right? What movies are kind of supposed to be, like 35 millimeter like film, right? And then that's a pretty far cry from what VHS was. And don't get, I'm not like shitting on VHS either, really. Like I like VHS too, but I mean I had a very large collection of VHS tapes, so I'm also like a VHS guy. But I mean, let's be real about it though. I mean, you want it to look like it would in the movie theater, wouldn't you? Alright. You got a Coca-Cola ad before your stream. I know you like it well. It's like they know you well. Yeah, I try not to drink too much soda anymore. Sometimes I still have it, but I've cooled out on that a lot. I think it's addictive, honestly. There's probably studies that have been done or whatever. Or maybe that's because it's just so damn good. See if I can actually get this pair. Ha ha ha. Da 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 da. I want that banana. This is my goal. Yeah. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Man Baby Gaming Arcade is the best. Yes. Welcome everybody to Man Baby. Man Baby Enterprises. God damn it. If you're also a man baby, this is the perfect place for you to be. If you like to post memes on social media all day, if you like to repeat the same memes every day 100 times, and you're also a man baby, by doing that, this is the perfect place for you to come hang out. Sweet. Man-babyism is a lifestyle, they say. Here it comes. Mike ate the pretzel, which is his Twitch icon. That is true. I would say that's a very astute observation that you just made. That is true. The pretzel is in this game, and I did eat the pretzel. So that is pretty clever of you to come up with that and say that. Shit, I missed that one. Oh, dude, I went left. Come on. Oh, come on. No. Oopsie. I made a mistake. Thank you, Greg49017 for the sub. Nothing wrong with the classics. Thank you. I like to return to the classics. Why wouldn't I? Some people don't understand that. I guess they feel that you should be playing, I don't know, whatever game they want you to be playing in that moment is supposedly what I should be playing. I've seen you... Fuck. The wrong way. I've seen you play Pac-Man before. Why are you playing it again? I don't know. Why are you reposting the same meme online 700 times? That's my question for you. I couldn't come up with anything else. A meme they didn't even come up with in the first place, like some other person like came up with it. And then they repeat it, and then they think they're clever. I said the same thing that the other guy said. I'm so smart. I'm better than you are. And that is true. All of you guys are better than me, definitely. But you are all the best. And you've never made a mistake. And every time you pop on a video game, you instantly know everything about it because you're so good. I wish I could be you. So much. I wish I could just spend my entire day posting memes on social media. Wish I could do that all day long. That would just be the height. That would be the best you could possibly get doing that. Nuh-uh. All right. Totally Radical, thanks for the sub. Which is more annoying? Hang on a second. What'd you say? Something about Agnehem? Hang on, I didn't get a chance to read it. Agnehem. Am I even saying that right? I hate saying that. Like all those Link to the Past names. I always get them wrong. I always get those names wrong from Link to the Past, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I don't care. I don't actually care. That's not what's important to me about those. Anyway, all right, that was a little Miss Pac-Man. It's a nice little opening round. Oh, what I was gonna do, boop, is I was gonna play Mappy. So let's play. Let me get over to Mappy here. I can find it, and then we'll play some other stuff. A little bit. Where is it? All right, here's Mappy. Will it come up? Please game, come up. Please. There it is. Okay. Loading. All right, so you guys know me. I like retro arcade games. You know, some are better than others and whatnot. And I had Mappy on NES as a kid, and I'd play it here and there. Usually I'd rather be playing whatever, Super Mario 3 or something, you know, or whatever, some other games. But it's a game I had, and I'd pop it on here and there. It was never really my favorite, but it's alright, you know. I didn't hate it or anything. I just thought it was I'd rather play Miss Pac-Man, or I'd rather play I don't know, Donkey Kong or something like that. But it was fine. So anyway, I had been doing it. You guys remember a long time ago I did the NES A to Z stuff. So I guess during that, a few of my ROMs here and there weren't working because I was going through them on EverDrive, so I wouldn't have to pop cartridges in and out. So I'm going through all the games, and I was playing Maniac Mansion for a while, and then I got to Mappy Land, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, I had this as a kid. Not really my favorite. You know, when I play it for a little while, I usually get a little bored of it. I kind of think I don't know, for me it's a little bit dumb. So that's what I said. But I don't hate it or anything. It's a fine game. Okay? So this is what somebody says to me. Seriously, Mike? You consider Mappy Land a bad game? Really? That's a great classic made by TOS and Namco, and here I thought that you like classic arcade style games, which makes your dislike of Mappy Land even more confusing. To me, I always find Mappy Land really fun. It has great addicting gameplay, tight controls, great level design, great music, and high replayability. I seriously like to debate with you the quality of Mappy Land. I seriously would like to debate with you the quality of Mappy Land. Because I seriously don't see what's bad about this game. It's insane if you put this game on the same league as other games like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Silver Surfer, Little Red Hood. It's insane if you do that. I never said that. Honestly, I don't see how you can find enjoyment of Pac-Man, but none in Mappy Land. Mappy Land's fine. I kind of like Mappy Land. It's alright. I never said any of this. Mappy Land has much more fun to offer than Pac-Man, if you ask me. What's next? You also say the original Mappy by Namco is bad too? The original Mappy is way better, much more fun and addicting than Sky Kid, Pac-Man, and Dig Dug, all put together. Okay. Oh, better than all of them together, huh? Original Mappy is an amazing game and deserves more love. Extremely underrated. Best game Namco has ever created, in my opinion. It would be extremely unfair. It would be extremely unfair if you call it a bad game. Okay. So what I actually said was it's just not my favorite. It's fine. I don't dislike Mappy. It's like I don't know. Just not my favorite. That was it. I never said anything about that I was putting it on the same level as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or Little Red Hood. And this guy put Silver Surfer in there. I don't think Silver Surfer is a bad game. I know that it was an AVGN episode. AVGN's a comedy show. Newsflash. So like he's saying, all right, here's what I have to say to you. You're saying that Silver Surfer is a bad game, and you're putting Silver Surfer with Little Red Hood. Did you ever listen to the soundtrack, Silver Surfer? Silver Surfer is an okay shmup. It's fine. The thing that's bad about it is, yeah, sometimes, like on those overhead stages, sometimes you'll hit the walls. But you know what? You hit the walls in Gradius. The hitbox is bigger in Silver Surfer, and it's like that part of it's not the best. But I don't like. I've beaten Silver Surfer. I think when I played Silver Surfer, I died like once or twice. I like pretty much like that game. Okay. He's arguing that I'm putting Mappy on the same level as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and Little Red Hood and all this, which I never said. Never said that. This is all in his fucking mind. But how about this? He's putting Silver Surfer on the same level as Little Red Hood. Now, Little Red Hood is actually a trash game. So, he's putting words in my mouth. I never fucking said... Like, I never really gave much of my opinion on Mappy. Like, as a kid, having the game, like, I'd pop it in here and there and be like, oh, cool, like a cat and mouse kind of thing, like Tom and Jerry. Like, I kind of like the mouse-cat theme and everything. Like, it's like a kind of cute, cartoony thing. When I'm actually playing the game and I'm going around, like, the levels and stuff, it's like, eh. But, like, I never said any of that. And then, so, he seriously debate the quality of Mappy Land. You seriously want to debate the quality of Mappy Land? Think about that fucking sentence. We get one chance to live on this earth, and you're leaving a fucking YouTube comment about how you seriously want to debate the quality of Mappy Land? You know, there's a bunch of guys in my chat, you know what they like to do? Instead of seriously debating the quality of Mappy Land, you know what a lot of other people like to do? They like to get pussy. That's what they like to do. But okay, we can debate. Let's debate the quality of Mappy Land. A game that I think is fine. All right, let's play some Mappy Land, and I can move on. This is what I deal with. And then I'll get a comment. I got a comment from Instagram, and the guy says to me, "Hey Mike, I want to do what you do. I want to record the gameplay, and I'm thinking to do like what you do." And then I'm like, just read that comment, and then you can reconsider. Link to the shaft. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. So the doors that flash are the ones that like shoot out the like magical beam or whatever. Whoa, that was close. And it's like the music is like do, 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 do. So I just like always thought it was like kind of like it's a little dumb, but it's like, you know, what do you want? It's like supposed to be like a cartoony little thing, and it's fine. Like, It's just this guy like putting like fucking words into my mouth. Fuck. Hey, this isn't Pac-Man. I mean, I can put Pac-Man back on. I like. They're like, okay, Mike, this game we don't want it. My chat doesn't want me to play it. They're like, we don't want this. Mike, can you not? God damn it. Ooh. Oh, I forgot you could do that. Is this Home Alone? Yes. Sure. Actually, I mean, I see what you mean by that. It's like you're going around a house, kind of. So I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's like one I usually kind of skip over. It's like there's some old arcade games that I like better than others. It's like I kind of like that Anteater game. You know, it's an old arcade game, but it's like alright. Yeah, it's not my favorite. It's okay though, and sometimes I'll play it, but like. You know, to me, it's not like how much I like Pac-Man or something, right? So it's just like, so the next thing is going to be some guy is going to come in with like 45 paragraphs. Oh, excuse me. My dad made Anteater. And excuse me, it's the best game ever made. It's like, you know, is the guy related to somebody who worked on Mappy? No, no. He played it. He likes it, which is fine. And he's upset. He's upset that his favorite is not my favorite. Sorry. You know, we can't all have the same favorites in life. That's what makes people different and unique. We all have different things that we like more than others. Debate that debate. Yeah, seriously, Mike. Sorry, my retainer was falling out. It's fine. Mappy Land's fine. Everything will be okay. I'm gonna play something else. It's fine. Oh my god. Do you think my score saved? It probably didn't. I wish the score saved, but no, I'm sure it didn't actually. Because what did I get? 128 a minute ago? Let me see this. I don't think it saves. Will it stay vertical on my screen at least? That much is, yeah, the high score goes away if I turn it off. See, I can't turn it off. Mike should see a map to buried treasure. You have one? For me? Sure. I'll take your buried treasure map. Then we can go get some buried gold together. Even if we have it. So what? Okay, let's say we have it. Let's say we find the treasure and we find the gold. What are the logistics involved in actually doing that? We go find some gold, and then what? We take it to a buy gold place, so they convert it to cash, I guess. And then what do you want to do with the cash when you have it? ever think about that? It's like okay, if you have, let's say you had the money that you want, everybody like wants to like win the lottery or whatever, right? But it's like, what are you gonna do? You think about like the richest people, you know, what do they end up doing? They end up buying rockets and space stuff. They start space companies because it's like when you get enough money, it's like what's really like left at that point. The only thing really left at that point is like space. It's like, all right, well, I did everything else, so I guess, you know, they're like, I've had my asshole eaten out in every way, shape, and form, possible. I actually had scientists figure out every possible way that a person could have their asshole eaten out, and I did all that. So now I guess I gotta go to space. I don't even want to go to space, but I got nothing else to do. So that's what happened. You make enough money, and then at the end, that's the only thing left to do. Guess I'm going to space. Or I'm gonna make other people go to space a bunch. And then maybe one day when the technology is secure enough, then I'll get in the rocket ship too. But I'm gonna, you know, it's like kings who make, you know, people eat it's like, all right, you got to eat this pear first because I'm not eating the pear. That pear's, we all know that pear is poisoned. So you get in the rocket ship. Like, what are you even gonna fucking do? What are you even gonna fucking do with the fucking buried treasure, man? What are you gonna do with it? Maybe you're like Scrooge McDuck. You just want to wallow in it. Oh, me gold! I mean, that's understandable. The treasure was your asshole? Cool. Well, thanks for offering up your butthole to me. I appreciate the offer. Actually not interested, but I honestly, I do really appreciate the offer. Sincerely appreciated. Not interested. Have a nice day. You have a nice day. Shit. Ah! No, can't be dying at under 36. You missed the auction for the Namco Miss Pac-Man on NES. This was not released on Famicom. That's why you need it. Oh, the NES version of it. Yes, I heard about Paul Rubens. You know, I usually hear about things faster than most, especially with things like that. Or what I mean is like certain things that you would think that it's like, I wonder if Mike heard about that. It's like the Inspector Gadget game, right? But I wonder if Mike knows about... Let me tell you something. I heard about the Inspector Gadget game before you heard about it. So yes, everybody messaged me about it. It's very sad. If you haven't seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure, if you've never seen it, you should watch it. It's one of the best comedies ever. think a lot of people haven't actually like watched it. I mean, obviously many have, but I know that there's a lot of people that don't, you know. They're like, what is it with this Pee-wee thing or whatever? And then they see the wrong things. They end up watching Big Top Pee-wee or something, and it's like, just watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It's like that's the classic. I don't even know what it would be like to watch that now for the first time. You ever think about that with like certain movies, like classics like that? It's like, would they still be as good if you had never seen it before, or is it only as good when you like grow up with it? I don't know. What I do know though is that I have an offer to eat this guy's asshole in my chat. I have an outstanding invitation to eat this man's asshole. So I'm kind of thinking more about that at the moment. A little distracted. Whoa. That was really close. Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Jeez. Too common. It was Tim Burton's first feature film. You tell me that as if like I don't know. Hey Mike, it was Tim Burton's first. Oh really? Did you? I got something for you. Did you actually know that in Star Wars they use lightsabers? Did you know that? It's true. Bet you didn't know. That's kind of like secret knowledge that only I know. Here in Germany, nobody knew Pee-wee when this movie came out in the 80s. It wasn't aired on TV. Okay. Well, it was here. What movies did you have? What were the big movies in Germany in the 80s that they repeated on television all the time? Here's something I've never thought about before. We would always have The Christmas Story on December. They would just like show it on TBS every day, all day. Which was like, it really made it like overkill. I think that's what made a lot of people like hate that movie. It was like they would show it like too much. It's like a pretty good movie, but it's like, you know, the original. But like, they would just like kill it with these like marathons. When you're on your like third rewatch of the day of The Christmas Story, and it's like, oh, here's the part where he's got the pink bunny suit on. Remember that part? It's like the 5th time we saw that today. All day marathons overkill. You know what's not overkill though? I'll tell you what, because like a lot of things can easily be overkill. I'll tell you something that's not at all overkill. Is how many Star Wars shows that they have. I actually think that there should be more, because right now they have 600 Star Wars shows all going at the same time. I think there should be more, because clearly there can never be enough. I need to see more lightsaber battles. I need more of that. I don't really care about like what happens or anything, just as long as like it says Star Wars on it. Actually, it doesn't even have to. Just want to see those lightsabers swinging around. That's all that matters to me. We also need some more Star Trek shows. There's not enough of those either. I don't think 5 running all at the same time is enough. There should actually be, especially when like none of them are like worth watching. That's what I prefer, when none of them are worth watching. And I would actually like them to just have more and make them even worse. Oh, I don't think they could, because they couldn't be worse. So I guess they'll have to just stick with 5. I didn't do very well there. Bloodsport, Terminator 1, Predator, RoboCop 1. Okay. I mean, they played all those here, so it's just that they didn't play Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Well, that's too bad. They're canceling all 3 of the shows. Good. I don't even know which one you mean. If it's like Star Trek or Star Wars, which one are they canceling? They should cancel all of them. I don't care. Just get rid of it. It's all fucking trash. I hope that those same people though that work on that stuff, I hope they get other jobs on other like new shows that are new concepts. And I'd be, interested to watch and see that. But we don't need to see any more of these like bastardized versions of like our favorite childhood franchises. It's a little bit much. Somebody said new concepts, new shows, and then put a laughing emoji in. Yeah, imagine that. It's such a struggle to find anything to watch. So, like, what I do is, if I do want to watch something, usually I'll go and be like, okay, what like old movie that's supposed to be good from the past that I haven't seen yet, do I need to see? So that's the way I handle it. I'm like, all right, let's go through. There's a whole, like, history of motion pictures with great movies, and I haven't seen everything out there. So that's the way I've been handling it. I'm like, okay, let's go back and watch the old, like, classic movies from era when everything wasn't, a superhero movie or a reboot, when people had original ideas and movies were real, not a bunch of fucking pathetic nostalgia bait trash. I don't know, that's just me though. Can't get enough of those lightsabers, though. You watched the A-Team, Fall Guy, Knight Rider, Alf, Airwolf. See, I didn't really. I watched most of those, but I didn't watch Airwolf. It used to be on TV, but I never really got into watching that. Was that show good? You go back and try to watch that. There's like a lot of old TV shows that's like I should have watched but like didn't. It's hard to watch everything that's out there. There's just way too much stuff on to watch today. Oh my god! Well, it's like you have all these apps, and I mean, even back in the day, you'd have in the '90s or whatever, you have like 80, 90 channels, and there'd be endless stuff back then to watch. And it's like I'm still trying to watch. There's like shit from the 1950s that I want to watch that I haven't watched. Like, I've seen all of the Twilight Zone, but I haven't seen all of Outer Limits. And I remember, that's pretty good. I've seen some of it. I'd like to watch all of that, but. I mean, that's like one show, and that's the 1950s. I'm still working on the 1960s, I guess I should say. I'm still working on like the, back then. But a lot of people don't care about. It'd be like, oh, I haven't watched all the the original like Addams Family show. I'd like to watch all of that. I've seen all of the Adam West Batman. I've seen all of the Munsters, but I have not watched every Addams Family. Like, that's a show I'd like to watch all of, like, someday. Shit. Okay. You've seen all of Gilligan's Island? Yeah, I have not. I've seen a good batch of episodes, but I haven't. I mean, that'd probably be a good thing to watch, too. But exactly, like shows like that, it's like, all right, well, when I'm, all these new Star Wars shows are coming out or whatever, it's like, okay, but I haven't watched all of Gilligan's Island or the Addams Family from the 1960s, so, like, those have been waiting in line. Imagine if it's all like, it's like you're waiting on a line for like a ride or something, and the Addams Family standing there like waiting to get on the ride. And then I skip and I get on and say, oh, I gotta get on the new Tron ride first. Yeah. That's a weird analogy, but I think you get the point. Shit. Addams Family are waiting in line, guys. What about Tales from the Crypt? Yeah, I watched all of. I watched all of the Tales from the Crypt. I like that. I think that like Tales from the Crypt is really like uneven. There's a lot of episodes of Tales from the Crypt that I don't like, but there's, I'd say like 20-30% of that show is like really, really good. So I feel like that's one of those shows where it's just like look up a list of the really good episodes and like you can just watch those, because there's a bunch that are like ugh. But I do like that show. It's like anything though. Like there's every show has like bad episodes pretty much. Robert loves Liz. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Get 1,000 for that? Fuck. Oof. Wow, okay. You know what show doesn't have bad episodes? What? What, a show that doesn't have bad episodes? Step by Step. Probably you were probably thinking that, right? That's what it was. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I need that banana. Nice. Oh! Oh my god. Mm. 90s Simpsons. Well, I mean, yeah, but you just you just like broke it into an era. It's not a different show. Unfortunately, I mean, it kind of is a different show, but I like that you had to specify like an era. But yeah, like The Simpsons back then, yeah, sure. Fuck, what the hell did I just do? Yeah, man, I love that like era. Shit. The first few, yeah, the first few were, yeah, exactly. They didn't quite get it. They needed a couple to get there. Whoa, that like barely lasts. You guys know what my actual favorite arcade game is? It's actually Mappy. I'll debate anybody on that too. I will debate them on that point all day. Junior. Who's the Boss? See, Who's the Boss? I don't really need to watch all of Who's the Boss. I would put on, that's a show like I'd put on like one episode every 5 years. I could tolerate, and I would enjoy a little one episode of that, but I couldn't actually sit and watch that whole show. Maybe if I lived like 500 years. But there's too many other things that are like more worth doing. So that's a ringing endorsement, isn't it? Shit. Oh, come on. 23. Why are you playing Pac-Man? Yeah, I know you. I know what you're doing. See, some of you guys that I know so well, you can't get away with that. You gotta try harder. It's more like when a new person comes in and I don't recognize their username, and I'm like, is this person for real? But like, you guys, some of you, I know, like, you guys that I know who you are, you're gonna have to try a little harder to troll. See, the Mappy Land guy, that is like a master troll. The problem is, I think that one was real. So, that was... Was he? No, he wasn't, because it was like real, which is why I read it. I don't like what you said about Mappy Land! Oh, shit. Sorry, buddy. He's like, and another thing. Not only is Mappy Land the greatest game ever, I also have my mother in my refrigerator. I mean, don't worry about that part, though. And the other guy in my chat's like, what? Didn't I just, wait, what? Oh, is that where the power pellet, like, only lasts, like a millisecond? I didn't even see the ghost flash once, though. Like, there was nothing. The power pellet stopped working. Yeah, that was complete. So I'm used to, like, how do I say this? You get to a certain point and you get the power pellet, and then, like, it's like, boop, and that's it. But that was literally nothing. So what do you do? Like, at a certain point, you have to know which levels do that. And then let's say I beat that level, and then I get to the next one, and then it kind of, like, backs off a little bit, and then they kind of work again, right? I think that with Pac-Man, that's what or Miss Pac-Man, I guess I haven't really quite figured that out yet, of, like, how do you know when the power pellet is going to be one of those ones there where it just doesn't work, compared to one of the stages where it's going to at least last a second or two? That's where I get tripped up with this. Full House versus Perfect Strangers, go. Versus? What, like... everything's got to be like versus this, versus that. It's like, can't it just be like they're both like, just do, like, you can have both. Or people do like, what do you like better, Dracula or Frankenstein? I don't know. I don't care. Just watch both. Watch both of them and shut up. I'm gonna play something else. Okay, so what else? Should we play Mappy again? What was I playing that I like? I don't know. I don't know what to play. By the way, I'm doing vertical 4-way games at the moment. No one pick anything, somebody said. Bart versus the world, he says to me. I'm like, can you, a vertical 4-way stick game? And he says Bart versus the world. Now I'm gonna end the stream, I think, with that answer. How about Bart versus the world? I swear to God, I give up. I swear, I really do. Yeah, Diablo 2. Oh yeah, how about Diablo 2, Mike? Play Mr. Do. I mean, fine. Food Fight. Food Fight is not a vertical game. I don't think you understand. I don't think. Robotron, also not a vertical game. Do you guys play arcade games? What do you guys? I don't think a lot of you like. They're like, I've played Mario 3. I've played Mario 3, and one time I played Mario 2. You don't know shit? See, the Joyous Success, I like that answer. Joyous Success goes, listen, I don't know shit. At least that's truthful. That I like. Actually, I want to do Dig Dug again. I was like kind of having fun with Dig Dug the other day. Let's do that again. How come you don't have Groove Coaster on here? It's not that I don't have it. It's that it hasn't been added to the Mister. So they add games to it. So that people, they have to backwards engineer these games. I think from the boards or something. Or from they make the different the cores for each one to work. So you might get a batch of games with each core that they finish off, right? So they finish one off, and then you get like, I don't know, however many games were on that system, right? So that's what they're doing. And I'm not the one doing it. Me dumb. I don't know how to do that. I'm not involved with that. See, one time I said, oh, I built a Mister. And then all of a sudden, another guy comes at me and is like, you didn't build the Mister. I'm like, this is what it's like dealing with people online. Okay, let me rephrase. I ordered the parts. There's different parts, and they all came in a package. And then I put the different boards together, meaning I built it when I ordered the pieces. I didn't make it. Oh, okay. Like, people can't like read between the lines, or like it's like they can't understand a fucking sentence. Like, you have to things have to be explained. Like, this is why, like, sometimes when somebody asks me a question and then I have to like answer it for like 45 minutes to really like drive home what I'm saying, because even though I know some of you people, I say something and you totally get it immediately. I understand that. But you have to understand that not everybody does. There's a lot of people, I say something and I have to like really explain, or else they're like, what? I thought there was an option for you to add games. No. So, like, you could do that on a lot of things. Like an EverDrive, let's say. Right. Or let me, like, so with like the Mister, they made the NES work. Like, they made the system work, right? But they didn't have to like go through every single NES game to like make it work. They made the NES work on the Mister, so then the games work, right? So if I'm going through like NES games on here, there might be some missing because I have to personally add those. But see, I guess that's where it gets confusing, and where, what you're saying is it's a very fair question, to be honest. Because the arcade games, I don't add the arcade games. The people that do the Mister add the arcade games on there, because that's sort of a different situation, because you have to think about it, like the actual machines all have different, like actual arcade machines all have different things inside of them that make them work. It's all different, you know, hardware and programs and whatever. It's not just the same thing. So they made the NES work, so then all the NES games work fine. But you know, arcades are different. So you got to think of like they're adding the system for each one. I'm not explaining this super well, but hopefully that makes sense. So that's why, like, I'm not the arcade situation is like a little different because you know people think of it as like it's not like MAME where it's just like there's MAME and then you just have like every game. It doesn't work like that. You have to run the update all thing on it, and then it adds the arcade games to it. Where with consoles, like, for example, this doesn't have the Nintendo 64 on it yet, but someday they might get Nintendo 64 games to work on it, and if they do, then I have to add all the games onto the SD card. But the arcade games, like, basically, like sort of come with it when you update it. But what's good is, you know, with the Mister, it's like, you know, it's like the FPGA. It's like an EverDrive, right? Shit. Oh man. So you're not gonna have like lag, because people are like, well, why don't you just emulate? And it's like, I'm for emulators for like testing games and stuff. Like that's like fine. You know, in certain situations, or if you really have to, like, there's like no other way or something, and you really want to just like see a game or something. But like, if you want to like seriously like play stuff, you're gonna like more want to go with like FPGA because it doesn't have, you know, the lag stuff going on. Because people are like, oh, well, why not just use emulate? Like, people don't understand why you wouldn't just want to like use emulators, and it's like, well. At the moment, LCD. See, so with vertical games, so I have like a vertical monitor. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to put it on. I would have to have like a PVM or a BVM like turned on its side, and I don't like want to always be like turning my PVMs and BVMs on the side. I guess what I should probably do is just have one dedicated like vertical like PVM, so I don't have to like flip the thing, which I haven't done. But then what happens is, can I pause this for a second? I didn't put a pause on. What happens is, so I have another monitor, a CRT, that I play my NES games on. And it's a Trinitron, but it's like, so over here I have a 27-inch Trinitron. And then the PVM and the BVM that I have, they're like 20 inches, and it's a lot. They're much smaller, like screens, or 19, I guess. Fuck. And when I'm playing like NES games, I'm kind of like spoiled with the bigger screen. So when I jump over, like let's say like I'm playing Dreamcast. So Dreamcast, fuck, come on with the fire. I got the bigger flower at least. Dreamcast has to be played on the PVM or a BVM, either one, I have both. Because that doesn't have like component yet. They need to do that. So like Atari Jaguar, Atari Jaguar, Atari 2600, and Dreamcast. You can do like RGB, but you can't do like component because I haven't done component yet. And all my systems are all hooked into a component switcher. Now this is like a whole discussion. See, now I can go. About the vertical thing. So basically, what I would have to do is I would have to get a PVM that's like a bigger size PVM or BVM. So I have 3 BVMs, I think, but they're all 20-inch size, and it's kind of a smaller screen. So what I would want is like a bigger PVM or BVM to do the vertical stuff, and I don't have it. So maybe one day I will get, but the problem then is they're rare and they're also expensive. Like these like BVMs are like, they'd be like $3,000-$4,000. Like this is probably like a $3,000-$4,000 BVM. So to get like the bigger size ones, those are like, I think they were used for like NASA and shit. Those ones are usually like, they'll be like $10,000, $20,000, like seriously, like they're super expensive. And then I could do it, but then I'm like, okay, I have to buy like a $20,000 monitor just to play like vertical arcade games. And yes, I could do it on the one that I have, but it's just like I don't really want to, because then it's like I'm turning the PVM on the side and then the screen is like pretty small and it's kind of sucky. So in this occasion now with the LCD, this is a big like OLED monitor that can flip on the side. So it's kind of like, so this monitor was like $650-$700, which is a lot more reasonable than like $20,000 or some shit for like one of these insanely big. And also those those like really huge BVMs are also not only, it's like, okay, let's say that you have the money and you want to, like the guy in the chat, he's got the gold, right? Let's say that you have the money, but then you also got to get it. So even if you have the money, it's like, okay, well, where is it? Oh, the guy who owns it is in Canada or something. All right, well, I'm going to drive up to like Toronto with a truck and go get it. I mean, that's the kind of shit that you have to do, you know? And I have done stuff like that where I've driven like states away to get like specific monitors and stuff. So it's like that, then you get into doing that. So this bigger Trinitron I have over here is a consumer level Trinitron, and that kind of monitor, because then you might be like, well, why not just use the bigger kind of monitor? That kind of monitor you can't flip on the side. That is meant to be horizontal. You can't flip it. It won't even sit. Like if I try to flip that monitor, it's like the back is like rounded. Like it would just, you can't. You know, so like the PVMs and BVMs you can, because they're perfectly like rectangular, but like I said, the size of them is not really ideal. So that's why with these vertical games I sort of begrudgingly use the LCD screens. It's not like what I really want to be doing. I mean, also like the other option I guess is like I could get a candy cab. But then you get involved in, you know, modding the candy cab and all that. And I already have so much stuff here. Then I'd have to make, because I would want to be able to capture it so that you guys could see it. So let's say I had a candy cab sitting here. Then I would have to, like do the like mod so that I mean I probably would be able to put a thing in it to capture it. But that now I would have a candy cab sitting here. I don't really necessarily have the room to put a candy cab, because I have like so many fucking consoles and shit. This is more of like a console setup. I would probably have to have like a different room. I'm like thinking this out of how I could like do it. If I put it in a different room, but then I'd have to get a different computer I'd have to make a whole different, like, streaming setup or something to do it, like, properly. And I have all this. It's just, like... And how much is it worth it? So that I can play, like, Dig Dug? I don't know. Maybe someday I'll do it. Somebody says turning 27-inch CRT on its side. Yeah, like, not a good idea. So it's, like, a whole thing. Does all that make sense? Do you have a FrameMeister? I still have one. I have several of them. I mean, those are, like, really outdated now. I've been using the Retro Tank now for the past, I don't know, since it came out. But I do still have it. The FrameMeister is what I actually use for the PVM when I do Dreamcast, Atari 2600, and Jaguar, which, like, I rarely ever do Jaguar. I did do a Jaguar stream. I played Tempest 2000. But that's I don't know if I'm ever gonna, like, stream Jaguar again. Like, maybe if I really want to play Tempest 2000, but that's about it. But I do the 2600 streams, and I do play Dreamcast games. So for like Dreamcast, I use the FrameMeister to where the because that's RGB, not component, right? So the Dreamcast goes into the G-SCART switcher, okay? And that goes into the FrameMeister, which goes out. So I use the FrameMeister for Dreamcast and Atari 2600. Everything else is all Retro Tank. So I'm using both, basically. It's a whole fucking thing. See, what I do is, the way I have this arranged, so you notice that there's a wall behind me, right? So all my shit is in the middle of the room, which it doesn't look nice because there's wires, everything, but I can get to everything. That was the thing. Because if I had this flipped to where the computer is against the wall, it would look nicer because then all the wires are hidden and all that. But then it would be a major pain in the ass for me to do all these streams with these retro consoles because I'm continually hooking things, unhooking things. Like, it's like a whole thing. So, and then there's, like, all these monitors and whatever. So I have all the stuff in the middle of the room. That way I can walk around the entire streaming setup and I can get to everything. Like, if I need to get to the PC, I need to get to the consoles, anything, I just walk behind it and do it. So, and that's the problem with the nerd room, is that really that back wall, it really should be like a set, and then the back wall could be like fake, and then you'd be able to, like, walk behind everything, hook everything up or whatever, but, like, it's not like that. But here I have it, like, more, like, functional to where you can actually get to things and be able, and there's enough room to be able to put everything. Like, I still have room, I could hook up more consoles and stuff if need be, and sometimes I do. Like, for rarer consoles that I don't stream as much, like, let's say, like, the CDI, I don't stream, what do I do? Like, one CDI stream a year or something like that. When I need to do CDI, I'll go get the CDI, I'll hook it up just for that, and then when I'm done, then I put it away, because I don't, like, play that much. But the stuff that I use all the time, NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, PlayStation, GameCube stuff, like the stuff I use more often, I have out. I have the Dreamcast out. You know, I have a bunch of consoles out, but it's not like where I used to be. So when, like, I started doing this in whenever, long ago, I did the best I could at that time, and at that time, going back to, like, 2014, whatever, like, back then, you know, like, my early videos and all that, back then I was using AV for everything, and I would get, like, these AV switchers and stuff, and it's weird because it's like that video is still, like, on the internet, so it's almost like, what if somebody finds that video now and they probably think that that's, like, my setup. Hopefully they look at the date, but it's like, that's so completely outdated to what it is now. It's totally that, like, what that is, it's, like, not like that at all anymore. I have a Retro Tank, and I keep up with the technology too. Like, if something better comes along, and actually they're supposedly making the Retro Tank 4K next, I guess, so I'll have to upgrade to that. So and that is where it comes in, you guys, because I do these streams, and you guys donate to me, right? You'll be like, oh, I'm gonna, subscribe to Mike for the month, or you do the community gift sub and you give a few subs. So these subscriptions that you guys do, that money, it'll be like, oh, I gotta get the retro tank, or I gotta get some monitor, or I buy it. If I'm gonna stream a PlayStation game that day, like there's like, I might use the money to buy a game or whatever. So essentially, like the way this system works is you guys are paying for me to do this show for you. So it's kind of like a circle. Like, do you say? So you're very much involved in me doing this. So, like, you're part of it. And then people are like, why don't you just not talk to the chat? And it's like, well, then, if I'm not going to talk to the chat, then I just shouldn't stream. Because I know that a lot of people don't want me to. They kind of just want me to, like, play the game and be like that. But that's not what this is. Like, this is, like, a stream where I talk to the audience. We go back and forth. But the real thing is that most of the audience is actually not real. They're actually bots, okay? And AI and all that. And I'm in a room and I'm talking to myself. So literally, I might as well be talking to Mega Man. Be like, hi, Mega Man, how are you? I'm basically talking to this. There's like a frog coming out of this poster here. I'm pretty much talking to the poster on the wall because everything has become AI and bots now, right? And as the years go by, it's going to become more and more like that. So you're gonna, and it's like the fucking Indiana Jones movie. You go see fucking Indiana Jones, and then it's like they got this shit like Harrison Ford. They take off the hood, right? And then it's it's Harrison Ford, and then he turns his head, and then it like all sort of like morphs, and then you're like, oh well, that's not real, And it kind of looks good, but they're not quite there yet, Maybe in another 10 years they'll like actually get it, but I can't believe that they thought that was like passable. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, this looks like a fucking PS3 game. Like this shit is like maybe a little bit better than, maybe it looks like a PS4 game or something, but I'm like, this is like, you can't be fucking doing this. I go to the theater, how about that? Just don't have that. Have just Harrison Ford. We get it. He's fucking old. Just let him be old. I don't need this like CGI shitty. He turns his head and then it looks over. There's a part he's like on the train and he's like walking on the train and like they're like shooting and stuff like this and he's going and there's a part where he like turns his head and like his jaw is like not like long enough. It like his like jaw is like because he like turns his head and his like jaw is like in and I'm just like, dude, this looks like shit. Not to mention the whole fucking movie. It sucked, and the plot sucked. Not to mention all that, but just like the whole fucking thing was a fucking whatever. Very unfortunate because I love old Indiana Jones, like Raiders of the Lost Ark and Last Crusade and everything. But it's like, holy shit, man, just don't do it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm back on Indiana Jones again. What are we talking about? What was the question? Oh yeah, Dig Dug. Oh yeah, that's right, Dig Dug. That's what we were talking about. Actually, I can't stream that much longer. This is going to be a shorter stream. But I'll play like 1 or 2 more games and then I'm going to have to go today. But I'll probably stream again tomorrow, so don't worry about it. Should we do Dig Dug again? I don't know if I want to do Dig Dug again. What else can we play? What do you want to see me do? Yeah, yes, it has to be. Oh shit! It has to be arcade games or a vertical arcade game. Erin Plays Fat Rider. Okay. I might have to flip it because I have it. I think that's on here too. So yeah, it is. Thank you for actually choosing something that would work. I appreciate that. There's a lot of people who are like, how about Mega Man? How about Mario 3? Yeah, GTA 5, Mike. First one I ever played with GTA, I played Grand Theft Auto 3. I could play Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I do have to flip this. And I played the 4th one. I did beat San Andreas. I played through that, and then Grand Theft Auto 5. Those are all the ones that I've played. I think the one I was most into was Vice City. I love that one. But it's got all that music, so I can't like really stream it or anything. So, oh yeah, I guess. Alright. I haven't played this in a while, so I kind of forget. Oh, is this like the racing one? No, it's not. There's a shmup that's like, it's weird. It's like you're racing at the same time. I forget what that one's called. Oh well, I know that the chat wants that, so we're gonna be doing that. Okay, so let me say. Oh, that's right. There's that, and then forget the formation thing. If I do, yeah, I don't remember the formation deal. See, shmups are like, every like shmup has like different mechanics. So it's like usually when I do like a shmup thing, it's like I like to kind of like play them for a while and then kind of try to figure out the mechanics. I mean, some are more straightforward than others. Also, is anything getting like cut off here? No, it's good. Man, the graphics on this are so awesome. Let's do this. Buzzsaw! It's like I'm the car from Jason the Wheeled Warriors. Hey, Jason the Wheeled Warriors reference instead of Zelda today, guys. How about that? Oh, I hit the formation and they came and locked back on me. So yeah, so you get all these bullets, and I assume that that's my strength of my shot or something. See, I don't remember what, like these red bullet things, like I don't even know right now like exactly what they do. The later shmups, see, this to me is like kind of later, but like when you get to like the late 90s and like the 2000s, to me that's like later shmups, because like, you know, like to me like the early stuff is like, you know, like Galaga, like or Gradius, I mean, and like R-Type, and you know, those kind of things. Those are like the earlier ones. I guess really now, later would be like games that are coming out now on like Switch and shit, right? So like I'd have to like really learn the mechanics of this and then stream it. So it can be like a little weird with like these arcade variety sort of streams. Yeah, right, like Raising. Did I ever finish Skyforce Anniversary? I did. I did a whole stream of it. It's on my YouTube. You can check it out. Oh, Congo Bongo? Yeah, I think that's on here. We could do that. I think it's on here. Yeah, it is, actually. Man Baby Gaming, what the heck is that? Well, I'll explain it to you like this. So you know when you see somebody watching TV and they have sports on and they're yelling and screaming and spit's coming out of their mouth because like somebody missed the basketball, didn't hit the net, so they're yelling and screaming? That's perfectly okay. But sometimes I play video games and like I might be playing Mario and I fall off the cliff, and then I yell, and I get spit coming out of my mouth, and I yell and I scream. That's not okay. That's what being a man baby is. Just to be clear. It's what society deems as one thing's okay and one thing's not. Okay, even though they're both games. Sure. Sure. Alright, this is Congo Bongo. Axelay. So I would originally play this on Atari 2600. When I finally saw the arcade version, because when I was like a kid, I didn't know about like ports and shit. I was just like, oh yeah, it's on the Atari 2600. I didn't fucking know. And then one day I like saw this and I was like, oh, wait, what? Because like if you ever now I gotta get these guys off of me. If you ever see that version, it looks so bad compared to this. It's like that's the one I had. It was like so awful. It's like you can't even barely tell what you're doing in that. You had it on C64, yeah. It probably looked better on C64. The 2600 version was so bad. Nice. Oh, what? Come on. So you got some... Oh, God. Oh, my God. How would I even get... Oh, I gotta ride the hippo. Okay, that's right. Oh. Damn it. It's so hard to get by them. I want to do this again. Come on. Do. Maybe I should like, I don't know, I could walk by them instead. I gotta get a good method for these snakes. Oh, come on. This is another one that's like Mappy. It's like I like it. This is alright. Fuck. But it's like not my favorite. It's okay though. It's kind of a cool game. It's a little weird with the, isometric angle. I don't mind isometric. I know a lot of people don't like isometric games. I don't mind them. This one is not necessarily my favorite, but like I really like Snake Rattle and Roll. Like that's a really good like isometric game. I do actually like Paperboy. I know a lot of people hate Paperboy. I kind of like Paperboy. I have fun with that. God. There we go. right? Yeah. And it's like kind of trying to be like Donkey Kong, you know? A little bit. At least that's what I always thought. There we go. I do like that. Oh no, come on! Well, at least I got over there that time. Man, they were rough with that. Dude, I can't. Oh! I just went for it. I was like trying. Dude. It's like there's like they're like heat seeking. Like I can't fucking get a chance to get on the fucking hippo. Anybody know any methods? Like what the fuck can I do? Debate why it's great. Crystal Castles. Oh, I love Crystal Castles, but I don't have the trackball set up right now. Crystal Castles awesome. Yeah, like arcade Contra. Here, I can do like one or two more. Oops. I think that one of those is like on here. I think, right? Let's see. Oh, here. This one is. I've done these before, and I know that, you know what actually one is I like is Jackal, like the arcade Jackal is pretty actually good. I like it at least. Sorry, like I don't have these set for vertical, so I have to like always fix them. I probably need to do the... I better save it. Alright, let's try this. Oh my god. Alright. Hang on. I don't like how I have this. Sorry, I didn't like how I set the controls. Oh, I should have it like... I'm sorry. Let's do that. So I'm trying to get them right so that I can like be happy with the controls. All right, let's try this again. Sorry, I had to like set it up right. All right, here we go. That's better. Yeah. I mean, that's one thing that's really cool, by the way, about the Mister is that you can just change the controls to whatever you want, like whatever makes you happy. This is so different than the NES game. Can you not do... Oh my god! I just realized something. I think you need to have an 8-way stick for this. So I can't shoot in diagonals really, because this is like set for like a 4-way stick. I can't play this right now. I have to... That has to be a different stream. It's not a 4-way game. I have my 4-way stick on right now. I can't do this right now. I didn't think about that. This isn't a four-way. Obviously, it wouldn't be a four-way game. Sorry. I'll tell you what though. That's an interesting idea. A different day, I'll maybe I'll try to beat this game. I'm glad that you mentioned it, and I would like to beat Arcade Contra. So maybe on a different stream, I'll set up my 8-way stick. I'll set it up right, and then we'll do that. But unfortunately, I can't play this at the moment. Sorry. This stream is supposed to be more just for like, you know, like Pac-Man, Frogger kind of stuff like that. You know, stuff that would be 4-way. Sorry. I keep forgetting too. Yeah, dude, Donkey Kong Jr. on here is like fucking hard as hell. I could try it again. Let's try Donkey Kong Jr. I don't want to give up on it. So the thing is it's like so much slower than this is so much slower than the NES game, and I think I definitely like the NES game better. But I want to just like I know that like going into it, so I'll just deal with it and see how far I can get. This is 100 times more difficult than the NES game. Alright. You can't move like fast. You can do that fast, but you can't like do the ropes fast. Unless there's something wrong that I don't know. Like that's as fast as I can go with this crap. Oh, the categories? Yeah. I mean, that I probably should have done like a bit on the menu for the categories. That's not a bad idea either. I forgot about that. It has that. You are right about that. Dude, it's like... And then they completely reset them all. Come back down this way? Probably. Oh, he didn't. This is so much more complicated than the NES game. Like, oh, like, God, you gotta be kidding. Oh, fucking. These patterns. It's like when they're on the side like this, I don't know. Come on now. birds just go like anywhere. And I got all these fucking red things. These teeth chomper things. Like, get the fuck out of here. Is there a way I can make them, like, go away? Great. Ah! Come on! Then he fucking... Dude. It's so fucking ridiculous. BM. It is fucking BM. Can it just fucking select the end? Like, I don't care. What fucking button do I have to hit? Fucking start. The fucking name selection sucks too. I think I like the NES game about 10,000 times more than I like this game. Like, it fucking pisses me the fuck off. Really. Fucking stupid, like, name selection screen that takes fucking forever. They're gonna fucking delete your name anyway if it's in the arcade. End of the day, your score's going away, asshole. Oh, did you get the highest score in the world? Oh, well, we're deleting it. We're deleting your score, asshole. It's a night and day difference you have to agree. It really is. Alright, dude, I wanna beat this level. I keep coming back to it though, so it's like aggravate. It's the problem is that I think I really like the you know, the way the game is on NES, and it's like I want it to be that, and it's not that. Shit. Ooh. Well. It's like I guess I keep coming back to this in hopes that it'll magically turn into that. And I know I could just put on that version, but I'm just trying this out because that's what this stream is. Some vertical games. Alright, come on, baby. Come on, get up there. Oh! Get out of town! Now we're talking. Boot 'em. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Some places probably give a record, but in general, most arcades probably didn't care. Yeah, so some arcades would have a scoreboard, and that's how you would keep them. But some places don't. You know, it would depend. See? You see? Okay, so like I said, by the way, this is a shorter stream. I'm gonna have to go in a minute, but I'll probably be on tomorrow. I don't know what I'm playing. Maybe more of this kind of shit. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Fuck you! Dude, look how many fucking... What am I supposed to do? They just want your fucking money. Like with this, I swear to God. They're like, oh, your money is now our money. I don't want to end on that. One more. Tell you what, I'm gonna do. Let me do one round of Mr. Do, and then I'm stopping. Cause I gotta go, and that's it. Let me get like one good game. Maybe we can see the fucking diamond. Oh, dude. So I was streaming Mr. Do like last night. Well, we played a bunch of games, but I got the fucking diamond, which is like really rare, and then it didn't. I had the fucking screen cut off because I changed to some other game or something, and then it wasn't even on the fucking screen. I'm so fucking angry. I'm still thinking about that. I'm still fucking angry that was not on the screen. You watched it? Yeah, were you here last night? This game butt fucked you. It fucking did. Dude, Donkey Kong spread my asshole open and he stuck his big cock in my ass and he had his fucking way with it. That's what happened. It's true. No, I'm not that. No. Fucking turns into a fucking apple and falls on my head. I forgot that the fucking letters turn into an apple. God, there's always another thing with this. Oh, you forgot that the letters turn into apples, Mike. Duh. There you go. Ease. 2. Stage 2. Hey. Is that pizza? I want the pizza. Give me the pizza! Fuck. Kill him! Get that letter. 3. Nice. Hey. There's so many of these right now. It's like my only option. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh no. I flipped and hit him. Come on. Get all the cherries, ends the stage too. Very good, not really. It's like when you play those modern Mario stuff, they're like, too bad. Too bad. They should say fuck you. Fuck you. Too many of them. Can I at least make it to the next stage? That'd be great. Hey, oh, killing the last one of those ends it. There's so many different rules. Okay, stage 5. So many different rules to this game. Don't. They're so fast. Is that it? Don't be dead. No! Alright. I actually gotta go. I love this game, but you've seen me play Mr. Deal plenty before. It's gonna erase my score anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll play something tomorrow or the next day or whatever. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye. And also, there's a bunch of videos on YouTube for you to watch too in the meantime, so check out all the YouTube content. Alright, bye guys.